It's right here. We talk about all the time. Fellas, you got to coach your what? Heart. And listen, being tired is never an excuse. Being winded is never an excuse. Okay? No circumstance is ever an excuse. There's no reason. We just get it done, man. Push through it and get it done.
The Potosi Trojans are coming off their best season since 2014, finishing above 500 for the first time in that span with a 6-5 record last year. With the uptick in success also comes a new head coach and the return of a familiar face to the Trojan sidelines. The departure of Ed Haar for Sullivan High School opened the door for 2010 Potosi graduate Dylan Wyrick to take over the program. Wyrick was an assistant coach with Potosi for 4 years before he became the head coach at Salem High School last year, where he led them to a 7-4 record. Now becoming the head coach at his alma mater, he says it's a blessing.
It's a blessing, big time. Anytime you get to come back and to your hometown and do what you love to do for a living, do something that you would do for free, and give back to a town that's given so much to you, and give back to a school district and a football program that did so much for you as a kid. Words can't describe what that means and what that is to me personally. I'm just blessed and thrilled that I had this opportunity.
As a former All-State linebacker and running back for the Trojans, Wyrick knows well the ground-and-pound tradition of Potosi football. However, with 4-year starter Andrew Coleman under center, Wyrick says the plan is to make the offense more multi-dimensional.
These kids, the past couple years here at Potosi, they've been a ground-and-pound football team, and I love running the ball. I love it. But I also like to throw the football a little bit. I want to turn Andrew Coleman loose a little bit this year because he can sling it around a little bit, and I think that's something that is going to help us be successful.
To no surprise, Coleman is thrilled with the opportunity to open up the offense and spread the ball around the field.
Really ecstatic about it because the past couple of years kind of been so on and so forth. I get to pass every once in a while, try big plays, but now it's going to be part of our offense this year. It's going to be a pretty good split.
Last year brought a new-look offense to the Potosi football team, and this year, of course, will be more of the same. Coleman says this year's offense has been easier to digest and will still result in plenty of big plays.
This year, we're going to knock down a lot of the emotions because, last year was every play. There's a motion to it. So this year, we're sticking pretty simple. There's motions and stuff like that. I won't say it's simple, but it's not complex as it was last year, but it's still a great offense, and I love to run it. We're going to be getting quite a few yards this year with it, so I'm going to be pretty happy about that.
And Wyrick says it's invaluable to have a 4-year starter in Coleman at the helm of the offense as he takes over the Potosi program.
It's invaluable. The varsity football experience, the speed of the game, the atmosphere of the game, the intelligence, the breaking down of the film, how much more in depth it is, as opposed to the junior high and JV levels. It's night and day. It's a completely different animal. So having a guy that's had those 3 years of experience, we set out on a Friday night. He's already ready. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't have those jitters. He's not going to be making those rookie mistakes. He's already ready to rock and roll. It's always a good thing to have. Experience is always awesome, especially at that position.
The excitement around the new-look offense has resonated around the team. Tight end and linebacker Devin Marler says that's not surprising.
I'm very excited for it. Of course, any player would be excited, to catch more passes. But not just me. The whole team. Get more passes. It's just exciting.
Even the linemen are excited for the opportunity to change things up. Kike Ortiz says it will help to keep teams off balance.
I feel like it's going to really set teams off since we're usually everybody's expecting us to be a run-heavy team, and then when we get out there and end up throwing the rock a little bit more, they're going to be like, whoa, what are they doing?
With a revamped offense and a new head coach re-energizing the team, Potosi hopes to build off the success of last year. In fact, tight end and defensive end Bryce Reed says it's pivotal for the team to do so.
It's huge. It makes more kids want to come play. It makes the program bigger, and it has a good history for us. Going from a losing team to a winning team, you got to keep it going. You can't just fall back. You got to just keep working up and building up. Hopefully it's this year or a few years in the future for some people, but hopefully it comes to a district, conference title, state. Hopefully it gets to that point. But right now we're just at building blocks, and that means a lot to us because starting something fresh and building up, especially with Wyrick coming back, it means a lot for us to have a guy that we had as a coach before, but he wasn't the head. Now he's the head and he gets to run the team, and especially him being from here, you know, it means a ton to him to start off new and fresh. But you know, we got business to work with, and that's what we're going to do.
Coach Wyrick has high expectations for this team in 2020, but beyond on-field results, his goal is to reignite the Potosi community's love for their football team.
Getting a solid buy-in, not just from the boys, but from the parents and from the community. And I think once we get rolling here, and once they see what we're about, that's going to happen. Man, I'm in my hometown. We have a staff full of hometown coaches, and you know, people love football in Potosi, Missouri, man, and they want to see it succeed every single year, and it's been gradually coming back up, and you know, I'm just success for me would be to see this thing explode and to see this town take pride in their, you know, have a really strong pride in their football team, fill those stands up, you know, even more, and get them hyped back up again, you know, for Potosi football.
The Potosi Trojans kick off the 2020 season on August 28th at home against the Owensville Dutchmen.
Family on three! 1, 2, 3, family!